Atlanta, guess what? The Good Moms are coming to your city on April 26th. We're pulling up at the Black Effect Podcast Festival.
That's right. We'll be hitting the stage with other hot podcasts like R&B Money, Trap Nerds, Naked Sports, and Sarah Jakes.
And if you've ever been to a Good Moms Bad Choices show, you know it gets real bad. And we have some special guests. So I'm so excited to meet our Atlanta tribe. Make sure you pull up April 26th to the Black Effect Podcast Festival and get your tickets at blackeffect.com/podcast festival. See you there.
Once upon a time, there was a good old traditional housewife. She cooked, she cleaned, cared for her children and the man of the house, and of course, she didn't talk back. She was both obedient and soft by nature. She was a good woman who always made good choices.
Shut that shit off.
We're Good Moms Bad Choices.
Two single moms
Who said fuck the patriarchy
shared all their bad choices
and found out they weren't so bad after all.
We're experts,
oversharers,
and your new besties.
Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Welcome back to Good Moms Bad Choices.
I'm Erica.
And I'm Mila.
And it's Wednesday, bitches.
What it do?
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Meow.
Meow.
If you haven't tuned into our YouTube channel, you should, because Mila's dressed like a little kitty cat today.
Meow. Very important. You know, I'm feeling rather feline, and so why not represent it? I see like all the white high school girls wearing kitten ears all the time, so I said I could wear not kitten heels, kitten ears.
Let's not be confused with kitten heels, because we know how we feel about kitten heels.
I fucking hate kitten heels. It is my number one pet peeve on women, unless you're over 60, in which case.
And even then, just surrender.
Just wear flats. Fuck it. I feel like New York is like the number one place of kitten heels, and it really pisses me off every time I go.
It is an East Coast, like Boston girl thing, or something like Connecticut. Some shit.
Just commit, bitch. Just commit. Don't do it. If you're going on a date, don't fucking wear that kitten heel.
If he didn't call you back, bitch, let me tell you.
It's because that fucking kitten heel. Sorry, we got off topic. How are you?
I'm great. I feel good. I've been eating really well over the past week. I got like severely ill last week, and I was puking my brains out. And
lovely.
My body was like, bitch, stop. Enough. And so I've been just kind of trying to rewire my mind to stop eating bullshit. And I've been feeling good, feeling healthy. And I haven't been drinking, but last night I went to Somerville.
How is it?
Shout out to Issa Rae for that fucking restaurant. That shit is a fucking vibe.
I missed it. I'm going to have to wait another 3 months for the
that
reservation.
Shit is dope. Like,
nice.
Oh my God. When I walked in, I was like, God damn.
Okay,
it was just
good.
like, it was super impressive. The food was amazing. It was little girls' night. We missed you. I know you were tired. I was shocked because Jamila don't miss a party.
I don't, and I this year I've let shit go. I can have FOMO. I'm not gonna make it. I'm bitch is tired. I overbooked myself. I went on a trip that my daughter really wanted to go on. It was painful for me. Not like I went to Disney World. This is my bad choice of the week. I went to Disney World to go with my daughter with a mom that I don't love, and it was fine until it wasn't. I only have like 48 hours, and I spent like 58, and so I just had to go. I didn't. My social battery was on a 0.
I tried to tell you, bitch.
You did.
But it's okay. I'm glad that you went and you had those 48 hours that were positive. It was those last.
It was those last 10, like 8. Yeah, that I was just like,
10.
This is why I hit my max.
Nice.
But it was fun.
Great. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Sacrificing for the children.
We do it every day. Well, you guys, I'm really excited because we have a special guest here, and you know, we've been trying to get this man on our show for a minute. Like, I would say like maybe a year and a half, 2 years of some sort. And he's finally pulled up on us in LA. He's from New York. I know a lot of you bitches, a lot of you hoes listening right now. Wish you were sitting in my seat, but you're not. I would love to welcome to the show rapper, producer, actor, father, Pardi Fontaine.
You forgot sex symbol.
Oh, international sex symbol. Excuse me.
Put some respect on his
I'm
name.
sorry. My bad.
So thank y'all for having me.
Pardison Fontaine. Welcome, Pardison, to the party, to the show.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. We were talking off camera, and I was asking Pardi if his government name was Pardison and Fontaine, because that's such a strong. I don't even know if it's a black name. I guess black name. I never heard nobody named Pardison, but I was like, that's a strong name. And you told me that's not your real name. So how did you come up with this name? Where did you?
My birth name. No, it's not.
And actually, I heard that your name was originally, your rap name was Pardison McFly.
Pardi McFly.
Pardi
Pardi
McFly.
McFly.
Yeah, how the hell do you know that? That's crazy.
Because we got a team, nigga.
Yeah, that's tough.
The internet.
Hell yeah. It started as Pardi McFly. After watching Back to the Future, but I was like, that might not age well with me.
How old were you when you were Pardi McFly?
16, 15, something like that. When I first decided I wanted to like start rapping and making music, I needed a moniker. But yeah, it quickly evolved into Pardison, and then I started working at Saks Fifth Ave, and I used to have to pass the Fontaine store, and I was like, yo, Fontaine just sounds like elegant, like luxury, like, you know
Prestige.
what I mean? Yeah, exactly. So then I tacked it on to the end of my name, and I threw it on MySpace, and I swear to God, people just, oh, that's Pardi Fun, you know what I mean? It just stuck with me, and that was it.
Not the MySpace. Now I know you're our age.
Yeah, that's when it was.
Good old MySpace.
MySpace.
Remember the codes and shit? And if
Yeah,
you
we
fucked
was
it up,
little
We were
coders.
coders.
we were
Yeah,
like,
we were
why did we
coders.
stick with that? Now we don't know shit because I was
don't
putting
know
the
how to do
backgrounds and the music.
The
The
HTMLs
music,
and the
the
fucking.
And if you did
background.
one thing off, the whole
The
thing would be
whole
fucked
thing
up.
looked
So I'm
like
like,
shit.
fuck.
The whole thing looked
up
like
for
shit.
hours.
We didn't know shit about coding, but we would
coding.
figure up that fucking MySpace
Copy,
shit.
paste. We in the background of shit doing. Yeah, it's tough.
Yo, the kids will never know.
Wait, the other day I found a picture of my old bedroom when I was a kid, and I showed Irie, and I had that Mac that had like you remember
The
those
blue in
those
the back?
blue?
Yeah.
And she was like, "What is that? What is that?" And I just burst out laughing. She's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "That is a computer." Babe.
Oh my God, that makes us seem so old.
I was in there coding and ASLing my life in chat rooms.
Wow, that's interesting. Like you look at old pictures, but you rarely have a photo of your old room.
I did. It was weird.
And then you can take you back there because you kind of forget those details of your like childhood life because you have so much shit on your brain. And then you're like, oh yeah, that wall I covered in pictures of Tyra Banks and niggas from
Decorated,
that fucking
absolutely.
magazine.
Mine was Nelly. I
I was Nellied out.
had Nelly all over that goddamn wall.
He got older and I lost interest, but in 7th grade, baby, that was my
You
nigga.
couldn't tell me St. Lunatics and Nelly. What?
Yeah.
Oh, bitch! Don't get me started because I know every rap. Okay.
We're excited to have you. I want to know, you were an athlete before you decided to be a rapper, right? What shifted? Where were you like, you know what? Fuck all this athletic shit.
It was like I guess in senior year of high school is when I was like, all right, I don't think I'm going to the NBA. Like, you know what I mean? And I just fell in love with the ability to make something in my room and then put it out like as fast as I wanted to. Like anything like that just took over my mind, that I could say anything on a microphone and then put it out in the universe. And it never existed until I did it. So I fell in love with that ability, and that just became like a superpower. And it kind of started consuming me slowly.
This is important. This is an important lesson because I feel like there's a lot of young men who said, I'm a basketball player, but you have to ask yourself, are you going to the NBA though? Because the chances are low.
You know,
The chances are low. You have to look at numbers. And I don't want to kill anybody's dreams, but my baby daddy,
damn,
he sold me a dream.
just a string for no reason.
I have to go from my own experience. I feel like not like rapping is much better at fucking numbers or podcasting really. So I'm being
Well, he did
hypocritical.
both. He said, "I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit balling and I'm gonna try rapping."
I'm just saying, I think people lack the ability to pivot and really say, what the fuck am I doing? Does this really matter? Because you don't want to be 35 and then be like, I should have not been balling until 35. I should have had a plan B. And I know people are not popular about plan Bs because you want to just like know that the first thing's going to happen. And I'm a firm believer of manifestations, obviously, but I think look what happens when you follow the truth.
No, it was definitely a time like I'm like at school. I was a scholarship player, so after I left high school, got a scholarship. I'm sitting there. I'm like, damn, if I don't leave school now, I may wonder what if for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't live with that.
When was the moment that you knew, like, oh shit, shit's about to shift? Like the music shit took off and you saw something like shift and you knew that it was up?
Oh, I made this song called Oi. It was like, it might have been the first or second song I made when I came home from college. Like it might, and I just threw it out there. I shot like a quick video, and I just started seeing reposts from people that I'd never met. You know what I mean? I started seeing people that weren't from my area. Like I used to always think like, I don't see no negative comments yet. I didn't reach enough people, right? You know what I mean? It wasn't until I saw negative comments that I was like, all right, I'm seeing people that I don't know on the day-to-day seeing it. And that one kind of had like the effect in the tri-state that let me know like, all right, you on the right track.
So negativity is like a benchmark for
It's a
success for you?
good moniker. If all you see is positive and it's your friends and stuff, yo, you're doing good. Yo, this is my shit. Like, you probably want to just do more. You know what I mean?
That's a good perspective. I think people think, like people get scared. They see something negative and they try to reform. But at some point, you're going to piss somebody off. Not everyone's going to agree with you. And in fact, that makes you know that you're like...
Somebody that doesn't know you, that is not invested in what you're doing, took time out of their day to comment on something you're doing. Like, they got a full day of their own, a life of their own, and they stopped and comment on something you was doing, whether it was positive or negative. You got to respect that. Like, you're doing something.
That's true. You're
I got another moniker, too. I was, at the time of this record, Bubbling, I was doing substitute teaching. So...
What grade?
I'm doing middle school.
Okay.
So I'm at this point, I'm loved in the substitute teacher community.
What class?
Listen, I started off with just doing gym because, you know, I was an athlete. Like, let me go here and sub this gym class real fast. And from there, I think they just needed somebody to cover a math class. Like, yo, can you just do this for us? I went there. It was a worksheet. I'm like, all right, this is pretty easy. Like, you know what I mean? Boom. The students, they kind of want to listen to somebody that look like them. Like, you know, and they're like, oh, he's not that much older than us. Like, so they listen. Everything is cool. Before I know it, they just getting me for the full day. They're like, yo, can you just cover this? Oh, we got a Spanish. I'm like, I don't know nothing about Spanish. Right? But it doesn't matter now. It's like, yo, there's a worksheet.
Not a worksheet.
Just follow the
That's all
worksheet.
it's taking?
Yeah.
At the time, this is all they needed. Look, get the worksheet. I was a glorified babysitter for 45 minutes. But regardless, in the school, it got to the point where I had played in a student faculty game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was a kid.
You're a star with substitute teachers.
They loved me there, right? One day, just one kid out of nowhere, he's like, you rap. My mom showed me. I seen you.
Not my mom.
I seen you. And I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You're fucking
no,
up my
yeah,
stardom.
like, no, I don't, right? You know what I'm saying? This is like $100 a day for me, bitch. Like, leave me
the fuck
alone.
up.
Kick rocks. Tell your mom to shut the fuck up.
Boom. So that goes away. I think one day I didn't substitute, and I go to my the other job was the Boys and Girls Club. So I was with some of the kids throughout the day. One kid comes downstairs one day to the homework room. He's like, yo, how come you ain't tell us you rap? That shit fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then he's showing me on his phone all the kids on like Facebook and stuff, and like everybody talking about it. He's like, yo, that's tough, man. Put that shit away. Right? The next day, the same kid comes downstairs, and he's like, yo, they pulled us into the office. They was asking how we knew you and all this shit. Yo, so he's like, yo, I guess one of the teachers seen you in the video. So it was like a big deal. And before as soon as I got home that night, I guess the school district had sent like a car to my house. They had a little siren on top and shit. Like, what the
Not
fuck
the
is going
car.
on? Yo, they had a car. They handed me an envelope. It was like, yeah, you need to appear before the board and
What you
seek
said?
representation. So then I'm like, yo, it's
Not
probably
seek representation.
it's probably time to just do music now. Like, you know what I
Okay,
mean? Like, it's probably just
That's when you retired from substitute
yeah,
teaching.
maybe that was my last day right there. Never subbed
You
again.
didn't feel like fighting the case.
How long were you up? How long did this last for?
It was probably a good part of the year. Like, so I started in the winter, and it was probably till about when school was about to get out. So it was probably a good part of the year.
Oh wow, you seem like you work with kids a lot. Was that like a passion of yours early on?
Yeah, it was easy. Like, you know, it was little me's. I'm watching them grow up. They want to play basketball. They want to be bad. They want to be loud. And shout out to whoever hired me at the Boys and Girls Club, because I live right down the street. So I'm just driving the van, picking up the kids who got helping them with their homework, and it was just a great time. That's definitely my favorite two jobs, subbing and the Boys and Girls Club.
Have you always wanted to be a father? Was that always like a plan of yours?
Let me see.
Like when you were a young man?
I guess it was somewhere in the plan. But it wasn't like, yeah, I can't wait to be a dad. You know
what? Most men don't really think about that. Only for women do they give us fucking baby dolls and strollers at 3. They're like, you're going to raise someone.
Right.
But men, they don't even think about that shit.
That becomes like a plaything for girls, right?
No, they brainwash us.
Absolutely.
They don't even teach us about our bodies. They just
Nah,
say,
here's a little kitchen.
We're not going to tell you how it's going to get in you and how you're going to get it out.
Right.
But here's a baby, brush his hair, here's a kitchen, fake cook.
Here's a kitchen, fake cook this plastic food. This is your future, which is really fucked up. I'm refused to get any daughter of mine any little kitchen, even though I loved that shit as a child.
How old is your daughter?
She's 8.
Oh, 8. That's a
8
good
years old.
age.
She's close to our daughters. Our daughters are 9 and 10. Is she spicy? Is she...
Well, she's everything.
Telling
she's
you the truth.
She's a little adult. Like, it was crazy. Matter of fact, she just had a dance competition that she did great in, 1st and 3rd place or something like that.
Okay, what kind of dance?
She does everything. She does tap, lyrical.
I saw a video of y'all
ballets.
that was so fucking adorable.
Was she doing the stretches?
Yes.
Bruh. Like, why? I'm like, yo, show me the stretches y'all do at dance. And she busts these.
She's all flexible because, kids basically don't have bones yet.
Oh, they just cartilage, all cartilage,
Just
whole body
cartilage and just bent over. His big
feet
ass
over
over
her
here.
head. Like, I'm like, bro, get out of here.
It's like you can't keep up, Dad.
You want more kids?
If God gives them to me, I do. It's
Well, God could give him to
No,
you.
nigga, it's about
I
you.
don't-
You got.
nah, seriously. It's 2 things. I love my daughter, and I love like everything about getting to see her grow up and develop, and I love the experience. I'd be feeling like, damn, I miss so much of her with my job and what I'm doing. Like, I'd be feeling like, damn, to have another one, and then. So maybe when I'm a little older and I got time and I'm more just settled down and I can really just be there. Like I would love to see it again from just baby all the way up. So I guess so.
You experience dad guilt when you have to be on the move all the time.
I hate it. I hate it absolutely, wholeheartedly. She understands, but she still be pissed. She be like, damn, you got to work.
Kids don't be giving a fuck about paying the bills.
No,
they just want what
bills,
they want.
or the toys and shit you get. It's like, yeah, it's nice, but you left.
Do you have a good relationship with her mom? You guys friends?
Yeah, absolutely. She's dope. Shout out to her because my daughter is amazing, and I know it's because of her.
Absolutely.
Is there anything like I'm curious? Like when you grew up, did you have siblings or what was your upbringing with?
I have. Well, my mom has me and my brother, and my dad has 4 other boys outside of that.
Were they married? Your parents?
Yes, they did. They did get married.
Is there anything that you're doing differently in your version of fatherhood that maybe you experienced as a kid that you were like, yeah, when I have a kid, I ain't doing that shit?
I think my dad, like 2 things, right? Me being in this life, in this entertainment, this field, I understood my dad a lot more now. Like I understood what it was like to have a dream and a passion, and like he was going at it 100%.
What was his passion?
He was a singer. He was a gospel singer.
Oh, wow.
Right? He was a gospel. He still is. I don't even know how I said was. He about to drop an album now.
What?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Hell
Okay,
yeah.
Daddy.
Wait, shout out Daddy. What's Daddy's album? What's his name?
John Thorpe. Go look
John
him up.
Thorpe.
John
Thorpe.
Okay.
Right? So, yeah, go buy his album, stream it. And he's a legend in North Carolina. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go into these quartet, anything, and they know who he is. But I understood what he was trying to make happen. So me seeing that, it allowed me to know, like, all right, it's cool to do that, but make the time. Find the time. I make sure I never miss anything important. I make sure I see her every week. So I learned a lot from him.
Do you feel like he had a difficult time with the finding balance and pursuing the passion and also raising kids?
Hell yeah, and it was a different time. It was a different. And then I say to my mom, like, bro, this nigga had 2 when you met this nigga. He already had 2. You thought he was just about to be good? Nah, you ain't
Child, that's
you
what
ain't
women
think.
do.
I posted a picture of my dad the other day. I'm like, yo, mom, I know you ain't think he's about to change this nigga right here. Hell no. But I think he probably, he was pursuing a dream in a time where it was probably, look, I'm making sure the food is there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's all you really needed to
that's
do.
It. So that's about it, though.
Did your mom remarry?
No.
Okay, so she's chilled after
I
him.
think my mom is cold-blooded. Like, you know what I'm saying? She done had people propose and all that, and she be like, I just don't like nobody that much, man. She's like, I want to have my space. I want to have my time. Like, I be trying to get her to stay at my house. And like, Ma, just stay here. Like, she be cooking her little banana breads, and she got all the little healthy snacks and stuff in the pantry. I'm like, just stay here. She be like, nah, I got to have my own. So she just likes to move around, likes to be on her own schedule.
So growing up, you went back and forth between your mom and your dad. You didn't necessarily grow up in a household with two married parents.
No, I never seen them together. I did live with my dad for a while, and I stayed with my mom, obviously, for the most part, but I never seen them together.
Did that affect, like, when you were younger, were you like, I'm going to be married, or I'm going to be this kind of a father, and I'm going to be married, and then I'm going to have a kid, and I'm going to have a white picket fence? Like, what was your vision?
I think that was the vision at first. Like, that was like, that would be nice, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, stuff don't happen like that. And that's how I realized, like, I see what he was doing. I see what he was chasing. See what he was trying to do.
How about now? Do you aspire for marriage?
I think it would be nice to have somebody that you felt strongly enough to get in front of your peers and your friends and the church and God and tell them that you want to be with them forever and ever till death do you part, in sickness and in wellness, rich or poor. I think that's really nice. But these motherfuckers done got out here so much and said, irreconcilable differences. I'm like, yo, what? This shit don't mean nothing. Y'all could have stayed dating for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to me, so I'm like,
you think that marriage means nothing at this point?
I just feel like I feel like we watered it down. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like it doesn't hold the same merit that it used to. I feel like it's been taken for granted. It's like, oh yeah, the Instagram pictures would be nice. The thought of it is, because we all want that thought, right? We want the perfect, But when you get to the work that it requires, I might have to meet my partner 5 different times in this lifetime.
Shit,
like, you know what
10.
I mean? Like, they're going to transform. What they was when I met them is not what they're going to be. Am I dedicated to relearning? Am I dedicated to not only giving love how I like love, but how they receive it, right? You know, like, it's so much that goes into it. And if I was to find a partner that had that level of dedication, who was able to provide that level of grace and just really cared about me, you know what I'm saying? And I felt the same, I'd be down for it.
Because you're kind of a lover boy. I feel like I look in the Instagrams like every other 6 months, and you have like a new bitch. I'm like, wow, he's a lover boy. He loves the women. I'm like, damn, you in another relationship? Damn. I'm like, okay, Pardi. I love a nigga that loves love, because I feel like it's a lost art to men think like everybody is supposed to love them without loving anybody back. And we're also in the era of like open relationships. Mm-hmm. Everyone's like, I'm poly. I'm like, if I hear that fucking word one more goddamn time.
You don't like poly?
I mean, I'm cool with it. I just feel like it's a
trend.
It's not only a trend, but I'm like, people have been being hoes forever. Like, this is not new.
People are poly until it doesn't go their way.
No, I know people become poly because it doesn't go their way.
No, but then they get poly and they think they can handle it, and it still doesn't go their way, and then they're like, this shit isn't for me either.
Because I feel like like you said, to be in a relationship with one motherfucker requires so much dedication to growth, because you're going to keep seeing yourself. Like, in love, the mirror is like no other. Like, it's like your parents, you grow up with them, you live in the household with them, you're triggered because you're growing up. There's no other relationship that's going to be as triggering and as mirroring as in a romantic relationship where you're doing life together. And I feel like people don't really understand all of that until they get into it, and they're like, never mind, it's easy to peace out. So I feel like poly, especially, you know how much I hate the fucking word poly single or single poly. I fucking hate it.
What does that mean?
It means you're single. That's what the fuck it means.
Dating multiple people? What
yeah,
does it mean?
It means you're single and you're hoeing, because that's what you're doing.
You're in a hoe phase.
They're like, I know, I just want to be poly. I want to have different relationships, but be single. But it means you're single, bitch. Stop making up new words for regular shit. Yeah. You're single and you're hoeing, which is what all single people be doing.
It's fine.
It's fine. Just be single. And then
ethical poly hoeing?
Ethical poly, whatever.
What's ethical poly?
Ethical is like when, well, it's like ethical non-monogamy.
Yeah.
It's like when
wait. I just see, because Harlem is my show, right? Like, I fuck with Harlem, OD. And that's what he was talking to Shorty about, right? He was like, I do got other women I'm in really. I don't know, man.
So you're openly sharing.
No,
and
ethical
everyone-
means honest, which is
Yeah.
which is fucking should just be the standard, my nigga. Like if you're dating someone, just be honest. Why do I have to put the word ethical to be like I'm ethical, non-monogamous?
So the titles is like, yeah, this is bullshit.
I mean,
Well,
like-
because there's other non-monogamy where people don't want to know shit.
Oh,
They don't want to know this
So
shit. They're
if
like,
you-
go do your thing, shut the fuck up, and then come back.
But
and
that
don't
must
bring me
also,
nothing.
but is that also not ethical? Because that's my agreement. Like I don't I won't ask, don't tell me. But the like I feel like there's always the agreement of like if I ask, be honest. But if we have to assume that niggas are lying all the time, and then you have to put the title ethical non-monogamy, like
I don't know.
we're in like an era where we got to make a name for
we
everything.
got titles for everything.
Everything.
Right?
I'm like,
Something
you
gotta
guys-
be labeled. Yeah, that's true.
So, are you single now?
Yes, I am single.
Are you
now.
dating?
How long have you been single?
8 months, something like that. 6 months, something like that.
So, like, when a man becomes single, does he like go on like a cleanse, or does like what happens? Because bitches do a bunch of crazy shit. They like they like go celibate, or they like
Cut their hair
They,
off.
pull-
Cut their
they
hair.
cut their hair.
They go to
or
vacation by
They
themselves.
go on the girls trip. They reacclimate with their friends that they haven't talked to in 1 year because they were so invested in their nigga. Like, what do men do, or what do men do, and then what does Pardi do?
First, all right, phase one, right? Phase one
You've just broken up.
is you go through that phone like you've never gone through it before. You
What
are
bitches that I
calling
forgot about?
every single one to see who's in arm's reach, right? That's the first.
So
thing
you go
do.
through shock, and then you go reaching for
Right,
the
and
first
then
bitch you can
go to
find.
the club. After that, then you go to the club. After the club, and for a couple of weeks, you're like, shit.
Nothing there.
Still ain't hitting this.
Same shit you just left.
But then you settle in and you go to the fucking gym.
Oh, the
The final phase.
We're gonna find
healthy-
healthy. We're gonna find healthy bitches.
Yeah, the final phase is going to the gym. You just change your shit up, and then you be like, yeah.
But the gym to just be by yourself, or the gym to also
I mean,
see what's at the
depending on all right, so boom, those steps is depending on how y'all broke up, right?
Okay.
Like, if it's a heartbreak, like I bet, like this bitch broke my heart, or she left me, such and such. You might go to the gym first, right? You know what I mean? And just like I got to get back looking good, type shit, and use your therapy. But I think the time alone really let me focus on myself and what I wanted to do, what I wanted to achieve. One, physically. Two, career wise, like the thing for Power came up. We just landed another movie.
Hey.
Getting into about to do something with one of the fitness brands. So it allowed me to because like I said, relationships are work, right? And you got to invest in them and be there. So it kind of like freed up some time and mental space. Like I got some cloud space back and was able to just lock in a little bit.
So hoeing.
No,
and health.
scrolling,
hoeing, health.
Scrolling, club hoeing, health.
And then you
And then
refocus.
success.
And then success.
And then
And then you
know
realize
what
you're
I'm
back in alignment with yourself.
saying?
Party's 4 steps to
then
singledom.
you know what I'm saying? And then they be looking back like, damn, this motherfucker looking good. This nigga got his shit together.
Do
Bought a
you
new
go back?
car.
Are you a go backer?
I can't go back.
You never go back.
I've tried it once, but all right, put it like this. Damn. If I know that the girl is like moved on and sleeping with somebody else, I just it's over. I think it's over for me. I can't. Once
She's
You-
contaminated.
There's
or-
no interest in that. There's no like, I'm gonna get my bitch back real quick. Fuck him.
I guess depending on the nature in which you've, you know what I'm saying?
What if you fucked it up?
You
and
know what
then
I'm saying?
she-
Depending on the nature in which you lost it, then you might, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you get on your shit and be like, oh, you thought that nigga was for you, huh? you thought you had found the one. You thought you did.
Niggas are so
Like,
toxic.
Like you thought that was gonna make you happy. Come back where you belong.
This
Stop
is why New
playing
York.
with me.
This is why I'll never do. No.
You know what I'm
You see,
saying?
I done imported a New
I
York.
can't do the New York
yeah.
thing. They be fucking my whole
Look.
brain up.
You did one
Look,
bad
look,
New
look.
Yorker.
I had a few bad New Yorkers, bitch. Okay, I had a whole life before I met you.
You had a few bad New Yorkers.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
traumatized.
The most
clearly.
recent one really was bad, and then before that, I had a Dominican that he was
Not
lying.
the one armed, but
Yeah, he was
Oh.
lying.
One arm. one.
Yeah, he'd had arms. Well, everyone had arms. Let's be clear. But he was cheating on me with his supposed best friend. But the way he told me that the way he made me feel safe was he told me that his best friend only had one arm. So there was no chance, right? Because she has one arm, she's handicapped. Like,
I seen her on the gram. I know exactly who you're
But
talking
then
about.
the
I
pl-
seen her. She thick as hell with the one arm.
The plot twist is that then she got on the phone with the bitch. She was his best friend, and she was like, "This is my nigga," and she's like, "What?" He told me you had one arm, and she said, "What?" He told me you had one arm.
Yeah, so everyone had one arm.
That's tough.
So y'all niggas in New York, y'all be
That's
really,
tough.
y'all
That's
be
brand new. That's a level
y'all be using
of commit-
handicap
But
shit.
hold on, how did he
to get
think
what you
y'all
want.
was never gonna meet?
This
like,
is before Instagram.
because I lived in LA and he lived in New York.
Oh, and he just said she had one arm. Like, you don't got no pictures of this handicapped friend? Yeah, that's tough.
First of all, one arm is not going to stop a nigga from smashing. Let's be clear,
It's
you guys.
not, but it's
No
like,
disability. I
damn.
never heard of a known like disability really like curving a nigga so hard that it wouldn't do it. Like you said, they're like, she was thick. You know, it
I
does.
seen her. They out there. I seen them.
You ever had sex with someone with a disability?
All of them crazy. So,
All of them are disabled.
no, but not
No missing
physical.
arms, limbs, wheelchair. No,
Not that
nothing?
I wouldn't. Not that I wouldn't, but I haven't yet.
How do you feel about dating? Well, how do you feel about dating moms? Because I know a lot of niggas are anti-dating moms, even when they have kids. So I'm just curious.
I'm all for it. I think single mother is like my favorites.
You hear that, ladies?
Why? Why are we your favorites? Tell us more.
Two, one, because out of the sheer fact, y'all be having responsibilities and shit to do. Like, you understand? Like, y'all don't be bullshitting. You know what I mean? Like, y'all time is precious.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all be having to be back somewhere. Single girls that ain't got no kids, y'all just looking around the house and shit.
They laying around, not getting
lingering
picked
and
up,
shit.
Waiting for you to call.
Go home.
Take me here. You know what I'm saying? No. Like, you know what I'm
So what are
saying?
you doing
I
today?
like it.
What are you doing? Nothing.
Like, yeah, just like, you know what I'm saying? So I got an appreciation for a woman that, you know what I mean? They got a certain schedule and just tact to them. Like, you know what I mean? Everything has to be within rhyme or reason for them. And then, two, y'all are like, women with children are really appreciative. Like, you know what I mean? Like, after picking up crayons and diapers or whatever they've been doing all day, hey, listen, come here, sit down. Let me just rub your feet.
Amen.
I bet you some kids would be very grateful for
like,
that.
you know what I'm saying? Like, let me, you straight? Everything good? Good. What you want to watch? I already got your food over there. Like, they appreciate shit like that. It's, you know what I'm saying? So I got a real love for single
So
mothers.
basically, you're stepdaddy material. You heard it here first, ladies. I mean, if you date a mom, that's essentially that's that's essentially what you're signing up for in a long-term relationship with the mom. Stepdaddyhood.
That's true.
Do you have a limit on how many children you would like? Is like 3's your hard? Okay, that's too many.
Hold on. All right. So dating, or are we going there for real?
What are you dating for right now? Like, are you not dating for like long term? Are you just like, what is the point of dating someone seriously in like monogamy if you don't have the intention of taking it to like a long term format?
I mean, how you gonna know if it's potentially
Okay,
a
so
long-term partner?
just for dating, what is your kid maximum?
To I ain't gonna lie. I think the one.
The
like,
one.
If it's like, yo, we about to go there, and I mean, actually, if the other one is like 18, 19, and then, that
the
nigga
house.
out the house, shit. He don't even count no more. You reset, you back to one.
I mean, I agree. I don't think even in my singledom, I wouldn't date. I didn't really want to date somebody with a whole bunch of kids. So I understand. I think that's not a popular opinion.
And it's not even about the kids. It's about they all got dads. And them motherfuckers be coming around for stupid shit. And I gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They be thinking we beefing. I'm not beefing with you, nigga. Pick this nigga up and get him the fuck out of here.
We got shit to do.
I've been waiting to wear her ass out all day.
You late and shit fucking up my itinerary.
Hurry up.
Yeah, so that's the real problem right there.
Wait, I have a question. Were you there when your daughter was born?
Mm-hmm.
You saw, but did she
saw her
have
come out?
She have a natural birth?
She was cesarean. I was there. I'll never forget. That was crazy.
Were you traumatized? Did it change and shift your perspective of like women?
I thought my baby mom was the bravest person in the world. I'm like, what? They like, cause when they do something like that, and it was like they was making it sound like it was just dire, like blood pressure. This they rushing in. We got to do this. Beep beep. They turn it on. Shit, sounds
the hospital's horrible.
Right, yo, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
Not telling you
they
shit.
They like epidural. They signing papers. I'm
Yeah.
trying to read the shit. She like, sign it. And I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Trauma.
Like, so all of this happened, and she was like, hey, is the baby all right? Is the baby all right? Is the baby all right? So I looked at her like, yo, you're a soldier. I'd have called the lawyer. Hey, what's on this paperwork? What happens if I sign
Pause,
this?
please. Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, she went through that, and I was watching. They did little incisions, started throwing organs around the room and shit. I'm like,
Yep.
oh,
Lord.
shit. I'm seeing shit I never thought I would see.
I think that's worse than niggas get traumatized over the pussy opening up 10 centimeters, but I think the throwing of the organs and re-putting them back is.
I mean, the way my baby daddy was screaming during my C-section, bitch, I thought I was dying.
I was up there about a head.
Oh my god!
I was keeping it.
He was not cool. I was
stone
stressed.
Because if you react like that, then she's gonna be fucking
Bitch,
frightened.
I have the video. I might have to insert it right here because this nigga was screaming.
Hi, baby.
Oh my god!
I was like, what the fuck? Am I dying? And
Not demure.
And now when I saw the video, I said, well, bitch, there
Wait,
were
you have the
guts
video of the guts?
Well, yes. Well, no, I have the video of Irie coming out of me, and
you
yeah,
can see everything.
Wait, why have I never seen this video? Am I even your best
I don't
friend?
know if you see the guts, but like he said, yeah, like they place shit on the table.
Well,
They
'cause your
take
Yeah,
intestines.
I
it
swear,
away.
it's like they taking stuff out and putting it. I'm like, yo.
and then they
organs
put
is
it
not
back,
even
and then I'm
attached.
supposed to be fine.
Right, I'm just like, how do you put the digestive system back perfectly? It's a lot of
I
like.
think it just kind of comes, just kind of.
I don't know. They
Forms
was
back. I don't
throwing
know,
it to the
bitch.
side.
Ladies, don't have a baby for just anybody. This shit is not a walk in the park. Oof. Can you pick a card for us? I forgot to ask you.
Oh yeah, what is it? Let me see.
Little bad drum.
She looks happy. That's the money card. It's
yeah.
Pentacles. How do you feel about the esoterics, the tarot, and have you ever dated a witch? I know you grew up in the church.
A witch?
You know,
I
like
don't think they knew they was, but they was.
witch doesn't mean negative. It's not like the ones you see in the Wicked Witch of the West or shit like that. Witches are, I feel like, are just women who have the alchemy and the intuition to harness their.
No, I haven't dated one per se, but I think a few girls have pulled these out on me before.
Pulled out the cards.
Yeah, like, hey, what's that?
You're not like a guy raised in the church who was like, don't show me no sage or no cards, no nothing like that.
What is this? I mean, I don't think it's too much. You know what I'm saying? It's still. What are you, a Capricorn? And people who think they know you by that.
Do you think you're pretty true to your sign? Are you very organized and good with money?
Hell no, not
spreadsheets?
organized at all.
You don't have any spreadsheets.
None.
Really?
You don't like an itinerary when you travel?
I mean, it would be nice, but if I gotta make it, it's not happening.
Do you have OCD? Like you very neat in your house?
I got ADHD, right? So it's like when I put something somewhere, I remember where it's at, and if somebody moves it, now I think it's stolen because clearly I know I put it here, and now it's not there, so I don't understand.
What would you say is like your biggest pet peeve in a relationship, or in a relationship?
In a relationship, I would say just pessimism. Like if it's everything is negative or everything is a complaint and everything is, why should you do that? Why, you know what I mean? I don't like that. Like I like a person that can just see the benefit, or like, all right, they didn't have our correct seats. Well, these are fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like a vibe like that. So if everything is something wrong in me, I'm so like affected by my partner's mood. Like, so if my partner's unhappy, immediately I feel the tension of like, how do I fix this? Like, how do I make it right? Mm-hmm. So after a while of just everything is wrong, which I've been putting out fires all day. Like, you know what I mean? So I would say like just pessimism.
What would you say is the nicest thing a woman ever did for you?
Nicest thing a woman has ever done for me.
Mm-hmm. Like the most thoughtful thing. Because I'm always curious, like, what a man views as thoughtful. Because I was actually talking to Shakem about this the other day, because we were talking about the couples retreat that we're doing, and just, you know, figuring out what workshops we're going to do and how we're going to play. And I was saying how, like, for example, like in mirror work, like a woman, it would be really impactful for a man to come behind a woman and like whisper affirmations into her ear while looking in the mirror, touching her body. And I was like, does a man benefit from that? He was like, not really.
A man just wants you to like suck his dick and give him compliments.
No, I think men often like want compliments on like what they provide.
what they can do, or like they're doing a good job. Like I really enjoyed when you did that.
Oh, like
me.
thank you for fixing that shelf
Like-
that I've been asking you to fix for 5 months.
Stray.
So like when it comes to you, like what is it? I mean, first answer, what is the nicest thing a woman did for you, and then like what is something like thoughtful that a woman might be like surprised to hear that a man like you would enjoy?
I think the nicest thing ever done. Damn, two. I'm gonna think of two. Like one, I'm a big gamer, right? So I'll never forget. Like every year, 2K comes out, right? So this is big to me. This is big. She did a big one. I was like, oh, this. You know what I'm saying? So she came. She had like a 24-pack of batteries, a controller, brand new controller
Not
out
the
box,
batteries.
and the game. I said.
Wifey.
She trying to stay. She trying to be around for a minute. So that was definitely one of them. One was like I think organized the massage. Like you know what I'm saying, out of nowhere. It's like, hey, I got the masseuse. She's just gonna give you a massage and da da da. I was like, for me, you appreciate a nigga. She's smart. Like, so I think those is two of the nicest. But yeah, I think men do like to be just recognized and appreciated for whatever efforts they making. I think that goes a long way with guys.
Note to self. Can you roll that backward?
Yes.
My love. Okay, I have a question. What is your ideal, like if you were planning the perfect date? Because you are the self-proclaimed sex symbol. So I just want to know what
you're self-proclaimed. Like it's on the internet that you are self-proclaimed.
I'm self-proclaimed? Who
Yes,
said that?
someone
thought
said on the internet that you are a self-proclaimed sex symbol. Pardi.
You should be self-proclaimed. I agree with it. I'm a self-proclaimed sex symbol. I said it about myself, so it's true.
But it's kind of like when someone like claims they're a genius. Like you have to say it if you actually are it.
She's just mad that I've claimed the sex symbol of the podcast. And we don't have to argue about that today, but it just is what it
I'm
is.
in the presence with fellow sex symbols.
Yeah, it doesn't always happen.
Self-proclaimed.
Don't forget.
It's not every day that you're in the room with multiple sex symbols.
Yeah, what is the criteria? Like what? How many
Must have
nudes
sex.
do you got to get sent?
Must have sex, must be good at it, must have strong sex game, confident in your sex moves, your foreplay moves.
Yeah, you just good.
You have
at
a sexy
fucking
body
it.
roll.
Porn star, you know what I mean? But sex symbol, like this person exudes sex when they come. Like damn, like fuck is this motherfucker? You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's the sex symbol.
That's
like,
an important
when
conversation.
This person looks at me, it's like shit. Is this motherfucker undressing me? Should I be undressing? Like you know what I mean? Like I feel like that goes into it.
So you feel like that? You feel like you could just look at a bitch and you can undress her with your sunglasses?
Type shit.
Let me see your eyes. I can't believe it. I can't confirm, you guys. It's too strong. You have to keep
From one sex symbol to another, she cannot. She can neither deny nor confirm.
It's like a vampire. I can't see in your eyes. How will I know?
It's in there. It's in
So
the
what
room.
is your ideal date? How are you laying out the evening sex symbol party?
Let me see. Where do I want this to go and who am I with? This is all important.
It's up to you.
Because important dates are, it's definitely about the individual that you're with and what they would enjoy and appreciate.
What would you enjoy and
What I
appreciate?
would
What would you plan if you were like, this woman you've been waiting to go out with for a long time. You got some time. You got a weekend. This is someone you really have interest in. She's sexy. She's smart. She has an itinerary. She has shit to do. She's not just fucking
and I got time.
loitering the next day.
She's a single mom.
She's a single mom?
She's over
she's definitely-
35.
She's definitely a single mom, over 35.
Over 35 alone, she got shit to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? She
I
should
hope
have
so.
shit to do. Kid or no kid. But you know what I like that I figured out I've liked in the last few years? I enjoy like a lot of Broadway stuff right now. Like a lot of plays. So I would tell her, hey, yo, just get dressed, throw on something. We go to the, I'll pick her up. And if I couldn't pick her up, I'll make sure there'll be flowers in the truck that I sent. So she would have those, we'd arrive, watch the play. I would like to drive. I would like to drive from there. So I could have the playlist going, put the hand on the thigh while I'm driving us to dinner. Make sure it's either private room or somewhere with a real good view. Let's see. Whatever she like, what a bottle of whatever wine or champagne she wanted. Seafood tower. Bought me. They fucking love it.
Seafood tower. Bitches love a seafood tower.
I don't know why.
Seafood tower.
Bro, the oysters hit every time.
No,
I don't even.
You're speaking my love language. Did you say
even-
oysters in a
I don't
seafood tower?
I don't even like oysters, but I know to have them motherfuckers readily available. After the conversation, we pretty much home.
And then what?
Once we're home,
Yeah. That's where it gets really
that's
intimate.
that's where the date starts.
And what's next? Are there candles lit? Incense? Do you have Siri play my love jams?
You want to know something crazy as hell? Once we get to the house, like I do the little walkthrough, whatever the case may be. Oh yeah, this is this, da da da. Telling y'all my shit, but
You have your hue lighting. You have like the dim lighting. 'Cause I
all-
hate a nigga with fluorescent lights.
all of them dim, all of them change color. But then I get into the fucking room, and I don't know why. This might be just my vibe right now. But Gunna, Nasty Girl, play that shit through Sonos.
Gunna.
Swear to God.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to write that down.
Bro, play.
Nasty Girl.
Swear to God. Oh, and then I got just in case, she wasn't prepared, got like a bunch of bonnets individually wrapped and a t-shirt. Yo, would you like to change? I got the Neutrogena.
If I come to a nigga's house and he has a bonnets with an S individually wrapped, I want to be like, how often are you bringing bitches back to the house for sleepovers? You gotta hide the rest of the collection. You gotta act like it's like just for her. There's not.
You only bring one.
Okay.
You bring one, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. God blesses those who are prepared. So, so they got the little Neutrogena wipes if she wanted to take her shit off. Little toothbrush. What you want? T-shirt or something? And we there.
I like it.
You're
Sounds
missing
good.
one step.
What's the step?
You didn't book the babysitter for her. She's a single
How
mom
did she
party.
She already had to have the babysitter.
No,
to
you
have
got to
this much
pay
time?
for the babysitter, baby. You know, this
already
is
taken
it's
care of.
expensive for us to go on dates.
She had one nigga pay for a babysitter, and
And
she's
now
never forgotten about
Never.
it. It's
I
been a
was,
huge
I was
deal.
astonished. I couldn't believe it.
I've been hearing about that shit. In
Nah,
fact, minus the fact he was a fucking horrible.
He was
person.
from New York too.
He was
Actually,
a horrible individual, but he got a babysitter, and this shit won her over.
Now I'm about to say, because if that's one of the joints she give you, it's like, I don't know, I got my kid, I'll pay for that. You know what I'm saying? That's
Don't worry about that.
no. You can't send a new
My auntie's
babysitter.
coming over to get that baby.
Wait, can we talk about this backward? This shit is. This actually tastes really good.
That's the LA.
This is the LA
aromatic
This is the LA backward, and this
limited
shit-
edition, baby.
This is smooth, like for real, just like a LA bitch.
Smooth like a LA bitch. Do you like women from LA? Do you like New York women? Do you have like a preference? Regional preference?
I don't have a regional preference at all. LA girls is nice. They got a nice vibe to them.
You know your other two sides?
I have no idea.
Send me your date of birth. I mean your time and whereabouts.
That's what I
you're born.
need to know.
You need to find out what time you're born.
You know what? Hold on.
Text your mom. I know she got the birth certificate.
We rolling? Let me ask her what time.
Okay. Yeah, we're still
I
rolling.
asked my brother, what time was I born? You remember?
Your brother don't remember.
Why would he know what time you were born?
He was already 7.
It has to be.
He was already 7.
It has to be the exact time.
Oh, it goes by the minute?
Yeah, like
Yeah, the exact like coordinates.
7 a.m.
Yeah, it depends.
All right, let me see.
Only witchy bitches are asking every man they meet, what time are you born?
What is your rising?
Yeah, this is
rising and
important
moon sign?
information.
What are your-
I bet you it's a water sign.
Huh?
My mic?
Let me go to Cafe Astrology so I can get you going as soon as we find out. If you guys haven't been to Cafe Astrology, this is not an ad. This shit changes your world.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Grandma, how you, girl? How you doing, your pretty self?
And to check out the uncensored version of this episode, make sure you go check us out on Patreon. That's patreon.com/goodmoms. Add choices.
Until I find a well, made my heaven on earth. I used to be broke as hell, now I got the blues dancing like Beyonce Giselle. Throat chakra popping, it's power in our voices. Patriarchy kept it in the box to exploit us. Women put the P in power, so it's pointless. They want me to be good, so I made bad choices. Bad mom, not a bad mom, but a bad mom. Get her in on, put cannabis in her bath bomb. Walked in, boss was capping, I blew his cap off. Top dog now, I'm immune to the cat calls. Curvy in the waist, but straight to it like a dollar sign. Mother and a lover, intuitive like a water sign. Warrior in the winter and sensual in the summertime. I do it all, ain't no one I need to run it by.